Already. Let's see here. And currently. Okay, right. No, so turn that on. Oh, I think I have the cover on. There we go. Much better. Lou. Not hearing any. No, there was a little bit of audio. Let me fix the audio. Oh, that's right. I turned down. There we go. All right. So I'm a bit more prepared this time. So, uh, let me make sure. Okay, we're gonna switch that to balance because that kind of muddies visuals out. Okay. Alrighty, ready. So today, I can bring the flight plan here. This is our little flight plan for today. So we'll be taking off from Panama City here. Going to be going over Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and then we're going to go over the Honduras, where we'll be landing in Tegucigalpa. The Tegucigalpa's old airport, the Toncontin International, which I'll have to show you the approach once we get into the air. The approach for it is insane. I've never kind of seen an approach like it before. Just pause that. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road here. So we're gonna first need to turn our battery here. And this is kind of our little thing here. Now the cool thing with this plane is that I can actually do all the ground surface stuff from here. That reminds me, I need to get our there we go. I just like to on it. There we go. I'm sorry about that. Anyways. Let's see here. So we're going to switch the packs entry to a jetway. Now we're going to set the payload to empty because we're going to board all this. Just set to like 11%. Alright. Services. We should have. Yep, do have a ground power now. Alright. These screens will power on in a second here. Setup section. Or, no. Is that the... No, it is ground, so I don't know what I'm doing. Sources. We're going to request the jetway to attach to us here. So, it's not too dark of a night. Thankfully, we do have a half moon. So I'm not flying in complete darkness, like some other flights, or night flights that we've done. I need to stop working in the darkness here. There we go. Much better. Keep in mind this is going to be a bit laggier than usual. Mainly because it's a Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can never seem to get it to run really smoothly. And for things like that light there, it's kind of fuzzy. That is the DLSS stuff I'm using here, which is supposed to make it run better by like, I think it like creates frames using AI or something. I don't really know how it works, but sometimes it creates artifacts. I'll set that up to the highest setting possible so we shouldn't see too much of that. Alright. Let's see, we're gonna go to a little tablet here. Request the data from SimBrief. And reminds me, on Atlanta here, we're going to board flight plan. There we go. Okay. So that's our flight plan on Volanta. We'll be using that to check our final landing speed. Alright. So we're actually going to run the ground sources on that. Nav data is intentionally out of date. Okay. So, pretty simple. We're going to be lining up. So, if you folks may remember the 747-200, you may remember how we had to, like, flip all those knobs and stuff. This is kind of like the modern equivalent of getting the navigation set up. There we go. Do flight plan request, SimBrief route. We're just going to select the route because we'll do our own payload and stuff. That screen is so bright. When I go into the SimBrief screen, it just completely lights up the whole room. Go we're taking off from runway. Oh, it hasn't the route uplink, but yet. Route uplink loading. You can see the nav computer is starting to kind of understand where it is. Oh yeah, there we go. Route data uplink. Okay, so we're taking off from runway 0, 0, 3, right. I wish I could get rid of these like tooltip things, because sometimes they kind of block the screen when I'm typing and stuff. 3 right. I'm going to pick our departure here. Departure is 03 right. Taking off from Sima to A. Not to B, to A. Alright. And then we're going to be arriving on runway 02. So RNAV 02. RNAV is kind of an older version of the ILS system that we usually use, which pretty much means that we'll be manually flying in to the airport. Which, once you see this approach, again, I'll show you a video. Yeah, we're gonna need it. No, we're not using any transition. Alright. That's the flight plan sorted. We won't touch this until start loading up cargo and stuff, so passengers. So I think we do have the jetway connected. Yep. So we're going to be carrying 136 passengers. Check. We need to open the door for them to get in first. Okay, there we go. Like, it's weird. Why can't we load them? Yeah, because they can't get in. Okay. Okay, this is using pounds. So hold on here. Just to show you how many options there are here. Here's like all the different adjustments you can make, which means that we can change stuff like the autopilot panel, which is really cool. I've never seen this level of customizability before. But we're not here for any of this stuff. We're here for... we should be singing any second now. Not the Wi-Fi antenna. Oh man. Oh, maybe it's under displays. There it is. We're gonna switch to metric. That's because SimBrief uses metric. So now I can start boarding the passengers. Now I know what exact fuel. So we're going to be carrying, it recommends about 7,000 fuel. I'll bring about 8,000 fuel. Or actually, we'll do 8,200 to account for the auxiliary power unit running. Cargo. So we're carrying about 3,400 pounds of cargo. So we'll just do about 1,400 in the front and 2,000 in the back. I always like to kind of have the fuel or the cargo kind of more in the back. Yeah. Alright. The aircraft's getting loaded up. Let's set up our pressurization panel so we don't all suffocate when we get up there. Let's see here. I need to take a look at our... Alright, so we'll have a baro pressure, or barometer pressure, of 2,974. So 2,974. I can still kind of see some ghosting from DLSS. Alright. I guess it's a land altitude of about just like 50. Okay. Don't touch that yet. Maybe turn on the damper. I don't think that'll turn on yet, though. No, it did. Yes, turn on the hydraulic pumps. Those other two will turn on once the engines start. Alright. Well, now we're just kind of waiting for the ground crew to do its job. So we're just kind of relaxing right now. Yeah. Guess I'll set up the autopilot. This is a Boeing autopilot, so it's a bit more complicated than a Airbus autopilot. $8,000. Alright, so while this is loading, let me bring up a video of the kind of airport approach we're talking about. I just want to have this really good video that showed it. Here we go. Yeah, so to kind of show the approach that we're going to be doing here. Okay, we're going to be doing this in nighttime. So, yeah, so we're going to be turning over these mountain ranges here. You have to kind of stay low with these with this terrain, in order to properly line up with the runway. So you have to essentially hug this kind of like hilly mountain range, and then you turn in, you fly over this city or town, and then you turn right on to the runway here. So we're going to be doing this kind of approach, but at night, which is going to be very interesting. And there's runway 02 right there. That's the exact same runway we're doing. So, it's going to be a bit of an interesting flight, to say the least. But we should be able to do it. I practiced this once. Just once. Oh. What do you mean, help? That's where we go. Oh, I just realized I'm not using the right screen thing. Usually, when I do this stuff, I like to have... Oh, well, that just looks horrible. Was it center to screen? I have to kind of change it from a... There we go. I don't know, I like having that little border. Let's see how the ground crew is loading. Ah, hello, Elias. I think I remember you from one of our last streams. While we're here, we can do our ground proximity warning system test, which is kind of cool.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
It's especially important to make sure this is working because of the type of approach we're doing. You can see that it's testing its weather scanning, its terrain coloring. It runs all these kind of cool tests. Anyways, that seems to be working, so. Everyone else ready to get going here. This thing doesn't take as long as the 747. It's a lot smaller. And we might as well start turning on our auxiliary power unit. Releasing, detaching. Fuel truck is almost done. We only need to board about 30 more passengers. So we're doing pretty good. Let's just release that too. And release the fuel truck. Alright, so we're just waiting for the passengers to board now. Should have mentioned the type of airline we're flying today is Copa Airlines. At least I think you pronounce it Copa Airlines. This is a Panama-based airline, is why we're flying it today. And this was an actual type of plane that you would see approach this airport that we're landing at. So that's why we're doing this with aircraft. Now this particular livery is actually a community-made livery for this plane, because there was no like official Copa Airlines livery for this plane. This is actually a custom-made livery by, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's F. Karsti? Karsti? I'm sure I necessarily pronounce that, but yeah, this is community livery we're using today. Pretty good livery. So, should be fun. Just need to board 6 more people. Oh, I did not mean to launch roadblocks. That was an accident. Ah, hello, Oceana. Now we're almost done here. We've just kind of been sitting on the ground, getting all of our stuff sorted. But very soon, we will be getting on our way. Do we have any center fuel? Okay, we have like a slight smidge of center fuel. There we go. So that little plunge into darkness there was us connecting the internal power from the so instead of using the gate power, now we're using the plane power. That's what that was. YouTube's complaining about the bitrate again. It's new. I'm streaming at the perfect time, so that's good. So kind of a funny story. So the reason why I'm streaming way earlier than usual for most of you is I know that a lot of people have daylight savings. So I thought I actually don't have my toast. Let me melt that real quick. I thought doing this stream an hour earlier during my time would compensate for that, but no, it actually made it worse. The stream is now like 3 hours earlier and like 2 hours earlier. I don't know how daylight savings works. I actually don't have it in my hair rate, so it's a bit of a mess up, but you know, I actually kind of like this time slot a bit. Because at least for me, the other times that was kind of really late. So yeah, we're going to tell the jetway to release. Open up this joystick. Microsoft is gonna. Yeah. Alright. So we should have nothing else connected to us. I'm going to remove the wheel chocks. And then we're going to actually do this really cool thing. So yeah, so we're going to set the taxi or the pushback to manual. And then I'm not 100% sure how we, yeah, self-drive. And we'll actually push back ourselves, which is really cool. Whereas we're going to push quality for the stream was 144p. Oh yeah, I see that, yeah. I have mine in auto and it's 144p. That's strange. Use the stream. I know YouTube keeps complaining about the bitrate every now and then. Maybe that's why. That's funny. Alright. Alright, so I believe we're running on APU power. Yeah, okay. So we're going to start telling that to bleed. APU air bleed. I'm going to wait for the duct pressure We're starting up our first engine here. We're kind of waiting for this to get to 20%. Okay, and we're going to start trying to manually push back. So, excuse my pushback job here. I'm not entirely sure which... the door's open. I see the door open. Oh, and I forgot to... Okay, we kind of forgot some steps here. Wait. Okay, first we need to do this. Okay. And we have about 1.2 in reserves. I can't believe I forgot this stuff. That's how excited I am to try to fly this approach. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're good. Okay. Okay, we were a little bit, we were rushing a little bit there, but we should be good now. Dialing Beam and G modes. That's nice. I have not played Beam and G quite a while. From 02... No, 03, right. So this airport, or that runway down there. It's kind of funny doing this pushback myself. Oh, hey. I'm just doing it with the joystick here. Alright, there's Roblox. I did not mean to launch. What in the world is the hunt? Anyways. Yeah. When I accidentally launch Roblox, I like this whole tab or bar dedicated to this event. Anyways. Oh, I was like, why are we crooked? No, the airport's just crooked. Alright. Going to remove the tug now. Thank you, pushback. Alright. No, we did that. That's right. What is our trim going to be? 3.32. Why did it just stop? Okay, I don't know why I just stopped you there. That's kind of funky. 3.32. Okay. There we go. Okay. Taxi lights. Set that to strobe. Now I'm going to start our right engine. So I forgot. Yeah, I like to do Game and G in my free time sometimes. I was playing it earlier today, actually. I was doing some off-roading stuff on the Nevada map? Is it called Nevada? I don't remember. But you know, the desert. I did give it fuel, right? Yep. Why are the landing lights on? No, those are some bright taxi lights. That's also the landing lights, probably. No. Not necessarily. The thing I am going to turn off now, though, is our floodlights. necessarily. No, we just have to keep that. Okay, both engines are running. So we're going to turn on the packs. The packs are what actually controls the air conditioning. So whenever you're in an airplane, all the air that you're breathing is actually from the engines, technically, which may sound like a bad thing, but not really. It actually gives out pretty clean air. It is used for the cabin. Alright. Put this show on the road here. It's very dark. Oh. I did not mean to bump the microphone mouse like that. I was just surprised by how quickly this thing. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That has to be like some bug with the flight simulator. I don't think you'd let an airport have a massive hill like that. 100 and... no, 1 gigabyte. Should use this more, I can read this stuff better here. 1 gigabyte, that is insane. Yeah, one mod that I like to mess around with on BeamNG is, I think it's called the Gavro Vertex, I think. And I have a lot of fun with that because that has, it's a big mod, it's a very big mod, but it comes with all kinds of different variants and customizations of it. And that's a really fun mod to mess around with. Yeah, the Vertex, yeah. I really like the wings that you can put on it. I like to mess around with the little plain version of it sometimes. Okay, it is set to idle. The plane is just very light today, so the engines don't even need that much power. Vertex plane. Oh yeah. That's what I was talking about, yeah. I do like to mess with that sometimes. I find it really interesting how I feel like over-speeded and stuff. You actually have like the doors start wobbling and stuff. I find that really interesting. I'm surprised that planes even work in BeamNG to begin with. Flaps 2, flaps 5, flaps 10, flaps 15. Okay. Just getting set up for takeoff here. Yeah, you can start seeing them transitioning here. There we go. Yep, we're holding our takeoff flaps, which I think I mentioned before, but the flaps are these parts that extend on the wing right here, and these actually give our wing more surface area, which gives us more lift, I believe. I should probably turn on in the first place. Let's turn on the seatbelt sign. I'm not used to passenger planes. I mainly do cargo planes. In fact, the flight I did get used to this plane again was the cargo variant of it. We're using the passenger one today. we're gonna start turning onto the runway here. And then I think all I have to do is just set the auto brake to rejected takeoff mode in case we abort the takeoff. And then we'll start going our way. A little fast there. A little fast. There we go. I don't remember if there's anything else that we do. I guess I'll turn on our flight directors. Next, I want the 737s. Cheapest one he has. Oh, that's nice, yeah. I don't know why there's 2 airport runways. Interesting. Hopefully it doesn't do it with the other airport. That's funny. Right. Check the takeoff. No, we don't arm that, actually. It turns out you don't arm the spoiler on takeoff. I discovered that in this plane. Because of how realistic it is that it kept beeping at me, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Alright. Should we turn on the weather radar? Let's turn on the weather radar. It actually says inoperative, but I think it'll still get mad at us if we don't. Alright. Let's get this show on the road here. Set it to the green there. We're aiming for about 100-ish. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. I guess I'll follow the left line. That is funny, I've never seen it before. That weird, like, overlapping. Okay.
Positive rate of climb.
Rate of climb. Gear up. Arm LNAV and VNAV. Okay, put the flaps up here. Not sure why. There we go. Okay. You know, I think I'm gonna turn off the DLSS stuff. Because it is still really hard to see. I don't know how laggy that'll make the game, but... Alright. Autopilot on. I believe the landing gear is up. Looks like it. I'm gonna set that to off. Alright, on our way. I'm gonna turn on stream to Jane because Cat Caden, SH Gaming and you. Oh, is this SH Gaming streaming? I remember, I think it was last week, I think? I remember I commented on one of SH Gaming's videos, the most recent video, where he did some insane chasing, like, in Twisted. Like, I have not seen tornadoes that crazy in that kind of quick succession. And I remember, you know, so impressed with that video. I reached out to him in the comment section if he wanted to do a collaboration. He was, and he said sure. So I was like, okay, you know, do you have like a server we can communicate on or something? And he was like, oh yeah, I have a Discord server and I'll link that. And I don't think he ever did link it in the video like he was talking about. I wonder if it's in his other... Oh, it's in his live stream. Okay. Let's see. To verify Roblox account? Okay. Let's see if I can actually join the server then. Can't do that. No, that's the wrong please wait. It's supposed to be this please wait. Not that please wait. Alright. Yeah, let's see if I can join the server actually. Because yeah, I am very interested in and collaborating with them. Mainly because I think that that's mainly the best way for channels to grow and stuff, is if you just have them collaborate. I'm not server now, so. I think he's actually getting to. Oh, that's beautiful. That's what I like about MSFS Flight Simulator. Is you can actually see some of the light pollution here in the clouds and stuff. It's actually not lagging too much, thankfully. Insanity, yeah. I'm watching a stream right now. I'm just writing a message to him right now. Anyways, we're gonna set this to standard.
2.2k fee is pretty small.
Yeah, he actually has a thing in his stream that says the chat. Do I set that up?
Bet. Big bet.
Some flights in
It's gonna get nighttime, it's a
FS.
too, so...
Usually Aussie flights. Oh, I see. I should do a bit more Australian flights. Because I think the only Australian flight... Oh, this is our Valenta flight here. Yeah. This was a flight that I did. This is a flight I did about a year ago. No, in fact that was in the 747-200 actually. So I should do more flights like that.
Speaking of which, I do have a publicity video I need to make eventually.
You know, we need to upgrade it. We need to upload an aircraft image. Go play War Thunder now? Alrighty. Have fun with War Thunder.
This is not bad at all, but it's just so far behind. Let's be honest. Oh, neutral.
Why did I mute myself? I am being really bad with this. I don't know when I stop talking. But yeah, anyways, it's not important. It was just rambling, but yeah. How do I turn that weird light off? There's a weird light back here. Oh no, that's just showing circuit breakers, okay. I don't think you can turn that off then. Yeah, no. No, I think it's the circuit breaker stuff, isn't it? Yeah. It was. That's good to know. I don't think... Oh no, they actually let you enter the interior now. Yep. Here's our little interior for today. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Welcome. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure the Copa Airlines 737s, I'm pretty sure they actually just have economy seating. Just this kind of seating. That's still pretty cool. I wonder if we can enter the interior for the business jets then. Because another variant I have, which you probably know about, yeah, I can't remember. A4 memory. Yeah, Oceania. You may know with the 737s, the PMDG 737s in this sim, that you have the cargo, the passenger, then the business jet. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, they have only economy, yeah. At least that's the 737s I've been on. They've all just had economy. The exceptions? Yeah. Performance tool. Just gonna be handy for later. Didn't even work properly. Oh, I see, that's because this tablet doesn't have the flight data that this one does. That's interesting. Yeah, I do like when these things have their own, like, maps to view. Because that's one thing that I hate with, our Flight Simulator map, is that you can't, like, really zoom out much. Like, you can zoom out to this extent, but, you know, it doesn't really say, like, Panama here, or David over there, you know? So it's nice to have this map where you can literally just, like, zoom out and see the whole route. Oh. Okay. And Qantas has business? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know too much. You know, this plane is so customizable. I wonder if we can just, what's it, menu, aircraft, equipment? Auxiliary fuel system, operational equipment. Hey, look, we can change the layout. Oh, that's cool. Okay. There we go. This is probably more of an accurate representation. Okay. So, whoa. Yeah, I do find this thing really cool. Because you can switch out different equipment and stuff. Yeah, we do have something off. Holy moly. It's a SH gaming guy right now. This Dow is scanning a 220 mile per hour tornado. That is insanity. You know what's happening right now? We're just kind of climbing out. Wish I could see tornadoes. Yeah. The area I'm in doesn't really have tornadoes either. Which, to be honest, is probably for the best. Like, I think I'm lucky to be in an area without tornadoes. At least big tornadoes. Because it'd be pretty bad to just one day, you know, have your whole house destroyed. But, yeah. It would still be cool to see one at least. Because at most, I've only seen dust devils. Okay then. Hope that QR code didn't mean anything. But, yeah. Yeah, I remember one time with this one dust devil. I think we were driving on just like the highway. And we actually collided with the dust devil. And just being in a dust devil, which isn't even that powerful, it was windy. Like, it was loud. And it kind of sort of shook the whole car. So, that just kind of really shows how powerful those interceptors are and stuff. Yeah, so Dust Devil. Now let's see if I can bring up a photo of it. Yeah, so Dust Devil, it's pretty much like a tornado, but a lot weaker. We only really get them here in America, it's probably only here. Americans talk about them. But pretty much, they're just these, like, rotating columns of dust. Man, all these Dust Devil pictures are, like, really big ones for some reason. They're usually never this big, at least here in America. But this is kind of what they look like. And yeah, as I said, they're not this big in, at least where I am. But yeah, this is pretty much like a tornado, but a lot weaker. And the only ones that I've really been in are just like this. Just really tiny. And yeah, so I've actually ran through one as well. Because one time in 5th grade, this one Dust Devil touched down right in our playground section. So I remember we all just ran into it. Like, pretty much the entire school ran into it. Ah, whirly winds, yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much what they are, yeah. But yeah, when this one hit our car, yeah, it just shook the whole car, and it was just really loud. Which really does make me wonder how loud a tornado is. To be inside a tornado. But yeah. Here, I think if I just hide... Yeah, just hide the video capture device. For some reason, the shirt is bugging me, so I'm just switch shirts here. But yeah, I've only seen about, I think, maybe 3 at most. One time being at that playground, one time when it hit our car, and then another time when I just saw one in just like a field. There we go. Yeah, that other shirt was getting really itchy for some reason, but yeah. It's really nice to get this thing. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I had to turn off the webcam for a second to change shirts, but yeah. I can actually adjust the autopilot. I'm gonna tell the autopilot not to bank so hard. Excuse me. Let me make sure I don't have, I just remembered something. Okay, I don't. Good. Yeah, because this thing has a built-in, like, time compression thing, which is really handy. I used it to rehearse this flight, but we don't need it for the actual flight. I just want to make sure that wasn't turned on by accident. So when we hit cruising, it just goes... If I... Yeah, that's how much fuel we used. Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to finally warm up here in Arizona. Which I'm not really looking forward to. Nice and relaxing. Yeah, these are pretty relaxing. I guess what I like about doing these, yeah, is for the longest time, for about like 3 or 4 years that I've been doing this stuff, I mainly just did this stuff on my own. Mainly just as like a calming thing. Because, like, I'm not using it today, because it's kind of hard to, like, live stream VR. But I used to do VR flights as well, and those are pretty calm. I think I told that one story before. How I think it was that one SpiceJet flight I did, where I was doing it in VR, and then, like, out of nowhere, like, yeah, I was confused where I was, and then I, like, flew into a mountain. That was in VR, yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long, long time. With my earliest flight being on September 2022, when I started recording them. Fun fact, here's where we are right now. With the 3D mode, you can actually see us slowly climbing out. And this guy's also taking off from the same airport. He's going to... I'm not even gonna try. I was going to try, but I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Yeah, I think we're the only flight that's actually landing at Tegucigalpa. Wait, no. This guy is. It looks like he crashed into it, but he landed too, technically. Yeah, let's just fix back in here. Yeah, VR does hurt my head after a while. Ooh, how did I do that? But yeah, VR does hurt your head after a while. That's why I don't use it too often. It was funny, because with this one flight simulator, I fought for the hardest time to get the VR to run properly in it. And then when I actually got the VR running in it, I realized that I didn't like the VR. So he's rolling for a new server. Yeah, I think that's... When it comes to the Twisted stuff, that's another thing that kind of bothered me with Twisted. Is a lot of the community, like, for the longest time, I've had this skit written up for a while now, where it was just kind of like, alright, time to play Twisted, and it's just 5 minutes of them just rejoining and reloading servers, and then just get into one server, have a crash, and just, what a fun day playing Twisted. It's like, some people really get into the role, this like server rolling meta and all that. But I never really cared for that, so that's probably why I haven't seen like 300-mile-per-hour tornadoes ever. Yeah, ever. I've gone close. I've seen a 280, but it's because I don't try to do that, like, rolling stuff. Such a funny video, yeah. Yeah, I have a few skits. Another skit that I wrote. Let's see if I can load up my... I write all of these on Google Docs. This this other one, yeah, here it is. This was this kid actually wrote that I was going to do with another friend, but I never did it. And yeah, it's pretty much just, have you ever heard of that soup meme? Where it's like trying to buy clothes, but it's just soup. It's like, then why are you buying clothes at the soup store or something? It's pretty much that, but instead of like a soup store, it's a soup carrier. Instead of like a super carrier, like what the Navy uses, it's instead a soup carrier. It's really stupid, but that's another one that I have. Yeah. So we're about to reach cruising here. That's really pretty. Mix of them? Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah. Alright. We're cruising now. Yep. So, our flight computer is estimating that we'll be descending at 2:42 Zulu. Right now, it is currently something Zulu. The aircraft actually doesn't say. Or maybe that's Zulu. I think this is Zulu. No, it's Universal Coordinated Time. Well, I guess I'll look up Zulu time. Zulu time is just Universal Coordinated Time. What? And why is it called? I'm not gonna question. We'll be descending in about 43 minutes. Estimates. Watch on Mom's phone. I see. Yeah. Yeah. I was very glad when I got my own phone. To be honest, I think I got my own phone a little bit too early, to be honest, but I remember that being a very nice thing. I'm sorry, I don't have any. Oh, right there, though. Yeah. As we'll be crossing into Costa Rica soon. And next will be Nicaragua. And then we'll actually get to Honduras. So that's where this airport is located. It's located in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Parents are playing Twisted in November 2023. I was so scared of storms. No, I enjoy storms, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy them a lot too. I remember... what did I do? No, the audio was fine. I remember it was about a week ago. There was this rainstorm that came in. And it was the funniest thing because I was the only one that actually wanted to like go on a walk in this rainstorm. Watch on TV? I completely forgot there's actually YouTube TV. I completely forgot that exists. That's how I've watched, if any of you have watched In Space with Markiplier, that series, I actually watched that on the TV. That was really good. Oh, my earbuds just died. Let me... I have the case over here, thankfully. I don't even know why I have that one on, to be honest. Maybe I want it to be really dark outside this curve. And I have this little Velcro thing down here, so I can secure the corner. This side. You can see how that like kind of completely darkens the whole room. does make it very hot though. So I'm glad I have this fan right here. In fact, with this plane, you can actually pick the different screens that you want to have. So, if you want like the engine statuses right here, you can do that. Or if you want to switch that down there. Why not make that screen blank? Here's I broke the screen more than fixed it. Oh no, there it is. There's our screen. It actually shows the wheel stuff, which is cool. Is all downloading finished? Oh, that's good. Yeah, we're just kind of killing time right now. Not too sure what to do. Usually I have like something planned to show. But I don't really have anything planned today. I think the energy is so easy. Yeah. It really is. I like how with modern BeamNG it just has the what is it called? I think they just call it the mod manager or something. You can literally download add-ons from the game itself and have it connected. It's really nice. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Oh yeah, I did finally watch the trailer for that. I probably watched it about a few days later after I did the last live stream, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about. It does look very interesting. I remember I watched, I don't remember what the movie was called, but I watched the last Ghostbuster movie that was in theaters. That was pretty good. This one also has MSFS Flight Simulator, has all the reflections it has. Oh yeah, let's just kind of keep this view. Actually, that's a nice view. But Afterlife, yeah, I think that's what it was called. I think it was called Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think that was what it was called. Yeah, let me look it up here. Oh, yep, yeah, that was the one. That was 3 years ago. But yeah, I remember watching that. It was pretty good. There we go. And whenever I fly these planes, the seats that I always get without fail is like one of these rows. I'm always in the very back for some reason. Yeah, that looks about right, yeah. Great movie. Oh wow, an outdoor theater. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, we don't really have outdoor theaters here. Mainly, I mean, maybe outdoor theaters would work during spring and fall. But during the winter, it's really cold. And during the summer, it's pretty much a death wish to go outside. So it's like, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I found the viewer. Okay. Yeah. Outdoor theaters here either. I always get window seats when I'm on the plane. Yeah. Oh, I see. Brisbane book tickets. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, since I'm going to California June. I don't know why it took me so long to remember, but I'm going to California in June. And since I was in charge of booking the tickets, I purposefully made mine a window seat. It's like, if I'm in charge of booking these tickets to this flight, then I'm going to have the window seat. So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to be going into Monterey Airport. So I will actually get to fly a different plane for once. I'll actually get to fly a little, we call them E-jets. I'll actually get to fly one of these planes, instead of like a 737 or an Airbus. That'll be fun. This is fun, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll make like a vlog video if I record enough footage during that trip. I know for a fact I'm going to be taking a lot of videos. I'm already kind of clearing my phone out to prepare for it, because we're actually going to be going to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Bonza. Oh, really? I've never heard of Bonza. Let's see here. Looking it up right now. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Actually, a really nice livery. I like that kind of a livery they have to it. Interesting. This flight was on February 2023. Oh wow, so they're not even that old actually, they're like a year old. I think I remember here in the States, we have this one airline called WOW Airlines. Let's see. Yeah, in Europe and North America. Yeah, we had WOW Airlines, which I don't think they exist anymore. Yeah, they don't anymore. Which was a shame, because I actually had a similar thing, where they had like a nice purple. Yeah, some really cool stuff. You order food while you're on the plane. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never had a flight that actually has... See, let's see if I can bring up my photos from my last trip to Georgia back in 2022. So I remember... This was so much fun. So... These are all photos I took for my flight to Georgia. Which was really pretty, because we actually took off with the, out in the fog here. There's a little wing flex. Yeah, I forgot, I just got this phone about, I think it was 3 months prior. So I was just testing out its zoom ability, which it can see a lot. Like, it has a really good zoom to it. You know, like, there's Sky Harbor Airport. Which is really cool, because I can actually zoom in and see all the planes and the terminals and everything. Oh, I see. The crows need to go around the plane with the food cart. Interesting, but yeah. This was really cool. In fact, this is a lake that I go to. In fact, I'm going to this lake this weekend. So it was really cool to see that in the air. Oh yeah, that was like some kind of fire. And these were airplanes that passed by. That was a Southwest plane. Yeah. And I don't know why, I just took a photo of like the thing it had. And yeah, and this is pretty much all we got. You had a choice of pretzels or Biscoff cookies. The Biscoff cookies were really good. And yeah, that's all I had. I pretty much just had water and a Biscoff cookie. That's the closest I've gotten to in-flight food. Yeah, it was a really fun flight. First thoughts on landing was so hard. Oh, really? Yeah, thankfully I've never really had any hard landings, thankfully. I had one landing where I felt them kind of bounce, and that's kind of made me kind of go like, "Urgh." Oh yeah, I noticed this ice starting to form around this weird hole in the window, which was a little concerning, but nothing happened, so I started experimenting with different effects. Yeah, it was really cool doing this Georgia flight. That was a time lapse I took. This is how bored I was. I took a photo of this. I don't even know what this is. I'm assuming it's like a wall plug, maybe? Yeah, and this is us. Ah, I thought I recorded a video. Me landing at the airport. And then I think I took a few... Let's see here. Trying to make sure I don't. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, that was the UPS plane. I took a photo of this plane because it was actually a tri-jet. Yeah, which is really cool to see. And yeah, this was another flight, connection flight to actual Georgia. It was really cool. I'm on a plane since August last year. Oh, I see. Yeah, I haven't been on a plane since this trip here, which was almost 2 years ago. So it'll be cool to actually be on a plane again. Oh yeah, I took a photo of this, which was like all the like different equipment under the spoilers, which is really cool. Yeah, this trip from Georgia. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know what these people were doing. I took a photo of this because they like pulled out this ladder, and then they like just started like poking around under the wing or something. It was really strange, but yeah. It was a pretty cool flight. And then I was in Georgia for a little bit. Here's me on a biplane. And this biplane trip was really cool. Find footage that wasn't. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, this was footage taken from the biplane here. This was a biplane tour that we did while we were in Georgia, which was really cool. You can actually see how hard I'm holding onto the phone because it was really windy. Like I knew I could stick the phone out more, but I was concerned I was going to start worrying the pilot from how far I was sticking the phone out, so that's about as far as I stuck it out. Yeah. It was a really cool trip. I thought I took more photos on the flight back, but I guess I was so tired I didn't. This is the only photo or video I have from the flight back. Assuming this is us landing? I don't know what I'm recording here. Oh, no, I'm just recording them. I forgot, we were landing right next to another plane. It's really hard to see. But yeah, you can see the other plane right there. Yeah. So this is really janky footage. Yeah. It was cool to see the other plane land with us simultaneously. Yeah, it was really windy. In fact, seeing from how the plane is flying here, I'm gonna bet that they actually manually flew this in. But I stopped it before we even touched down. I can't believe that, but Yeah. I didn't document the flights back as much. I think if we go back into... Here we go, May 2021. Yeah. So we're going back into time a bit more. This is when I did my San Diego trip back in 2021. So, I forgot to take a photo of this plane because it actually had an old Southwest livery. It was really cool to see. Let me just check that we're not like overshooting our... No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I remember this was the first time I actually like took off in an airplane, and it was so incredible just seeing like the whole city from the air like this. Like it blew my mind away. Just seeing like the whole world from the air. Like yeah, like I was seeing over these mountains and stuff. It was a really cool trip. Now I know for a fact I recorded the landings on... In fact, I actually have an album for this. I don't know why I'm doing it like this when I actually have albums for these yet. So this is the actual, yeah, flight Phoenix San Diego, May 14th, 2021. And these are all the photos I took from it. This was me messing with the... They actually have this little thing that you can put your phone up on, which is really cool. And then this was us landing. In fact, this was an aerospace museum, which is sad because I actually never went to this. I wanted to go to this, but we didn't have enough time in the trip too, which really sucks because you can actually see they have a blackbird right there. But, yeah. This landing was really cool into San Diego because yeah, it flies right over a highway here, so you can see all these cars. And you can actually see the smoke from the, or heat from the engine right here. Actually, we had my first line of plane. I was like 5. Oh, really? Interesting. Go there again. Yeah. I really should. Now, they actually had, this was in the airport terminal. They actually had this Spirit of St. Louis model, or replica, which is really cool to see. Yeah. I thought I recorded this too, but I guess I didn't, because I only have like still photos from it. And then yeah, there's different. Then you have different San Diego photos. Yeah, I can share these. This was the hotel. It was a ridiculously fancy hotel. This was our hotel view. It was really pretty. But yeah, because it was San Diego, we actually had a lot of these naval ships and stuff. So I took a photo of a few of those. Oh yeah, they had this biplane formation for something. They actually had this 9/11 memorial plaque. It was really cool to see. I got different ducks. Now this is what I went to. I went to the Midway Museum, which is on the second day. Yeah, and then I went on this boat cruise thing, which was actually god-awful because we froze the whole time, and the food that they served was pretty much like I'm pretty sure eating like one pack of crackers was probably more nutritious than the food they actually gave us. I think it's day 2, I believe. Oh yeah, it is day 2. So, yeah, this is when I actually start getting into the museum. So, yeah, this is at the Midway Museum there. They had a lot of cool things there. And they had different squadron things. I've never been to America though. I've been to Singapore and Nepal. Oh, really? I think that'd be pretty cool to see Nepal and all that. Yeah. You have a bunch of Hornets here. And it was funny, because when I was at this museum, I wasn't really into military jets yet. So I just took a photo of everything, because I was like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool. But now that I know all this military stuff, now I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I took a photo of that and just completely didn't realize that was that. Like, yeah, like I saw this, I was like, oh, it's like, oh, that's a cool helicopter. I didn't realize this was a Huey. It's like, oh, that thing looks cool, that thing looks cool. Oh, it actually had, like, rotor blades. All this stuff. These are just all the models. I think later down, yeah. And this stuff here, you had the different flight sticks and grips and stuff, which was really cool to see. Yeah, this pilot helmet. I don't even know which one was at first. Oh, really? They're all very big. I don't know, it would be really cool. I'll have to see if I can do a flight in my MSFS simulator that actually takes us over Nepal and all that, because that would be really cool to fly like that. But this was the control room. You can see how excited I was. Just from how wobbly everything is. This room was kind of dark, so this was hard to see, but this was like some kind of dark operations control room. So this was like different scanners, this was a battle map, all that stuff. Oh yeah, this was just an anchor hole in the anchor room. I just stuck my phone down there. It's a good thing I didn't drop it. If I dropped it, that would have been very sad. But this was like a giant stowage tank for something. And yeah, and here's the actual planes. See what radar like that? Yeah. Here Anzac Dave, I don't know what this has a rotor blade and has more. Interesting. Yeah, I do not know what an Anzac is. But yeah, so these were different planes. They had the World War II planes in the actual, like, hangar of it. So these are all World War II planes. Kind of some early helicopters. Oh, yeah, here was a Corsair. Are these called Corsairs? I don't know. That name feels wrong, but it's that one World War II plane that has like the cool wings. Oh yeah, they had a Cessna, like a military Cessna, which is really funny. Yeah. And here's like the food quarters. They had all these mannequins, which were really funny. These are the food quarters. This was like an operating room. They show this was like a dental room. Like, it's incredible how like much stuff was on this aircraft carrier. Oh yeah, and then we actually get to the top hangar here, which has all the stuff here. So this is a Sky Raider. I actually have a model of it, so I just have to look up there and see. But the Sky Raider, this was an F-18 Hornet, which I do know how to actually fly this thing now, which is funny, in DCS. So there's all the different stuff there. It's like the inside of a helicopter. This is like an engine to a helicopter. They had all the cockpits netted off, so I just had to like kind of stick my phone in there. This was an ejection seat. That was like a whole ejection seat. This is a... I know the name of this, but I don't remember. But this is an intruder, an A6 intruder. That's what it is. This was debris from a plane. This was the actual briefing room they had, which was really cool. They had all these models like shown around and stuff. And these are the radar planes they used to fly. Yeah, it was a really like cool thing. Oh yeah, this was the captain's quarters, which was really nice to see. Right, Anzac Day is a channel too short. My brain is fried. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I can just look it up. Anzac Day. I see. So it's like a national day of remembrance. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's like an Australia and New Zealand version of Memorial Day that we have here. Yeah. Here's the advice on the members of the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. I see. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. Does make sense. Yeah, they have a lot of cool things here. I'm surprised I still have photos. Oh, yeah, this was all the radio stuff they had. And then, yeah, this was cool. This was at, like, the exit, where they showed how it was when it was first commissioned, and then they showed it when it was actually, like, done. Like, this is the same aircraft carrier. Just upgraded, which is insane. Yeah. And the rest of this is just, like, repairs and lockdown and stuff. So it's a coin I got there too. I like this cool coin presser, but yeah. Yeah, the San Diego trip was really cool. I wish I could show photos from the Georgia trip, but that was more of a personal trip. So I can't, but... And this was the last day. This was the day that we left. Yeah, you know what, actually? That coin... There's the coin right there. It says USS Midway, San Diego, California. Yeah, that was a really cool thing. I actually have a lot of coins that I collect here. Like this one here is like an Apollo 11 Remembrance coin. Probably can't see it too well. But that. Also have an actual like minted Bill of Rights coin from 1993. Yeah, I have a lot of cool coins. In fact, I have this other coin, which actually has a very special case to it. Oh, I see. I have a coin that from Queens and Air Museum. I just check out some Queens and Air Museum. Oh, really? They have an F-111 aardvark. Yeah, it's really cool to see. Like I personally love F-111 aardvarks because they're just really cool to me. Like I remember when I went to this museum back in October. It was really funny. It was back in October of 2023. I don't know, it was actually pretty cool. In fact, here's some pumpkins I carved last Halloween. This is a lizard and a worm. And this was like a template I found. I actually do like pumpkin carving a lot. But yeah. So. Everybody's fighters were big and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the F-111 was insane. But here's some photos I took from a trip in Pima, Air and Space Museum. It's near Tucson, Arizona. Or I guess I should say it's in Pima, Arizona. That's the name. But this had a lot of cool models. It actually had a blackbird here. So I got to see a blackbird. And they even had this like drone that it apparently used, which was really cool. That's right, they had an F-14 pinball machine, which was really funny. It's just different like pods and stuff. Yeah, this was a cool museum too. Oh yeah, this was really cool. This was the inside of a 707, I believe. This was some kind of old airplane cockpit. But I remember I sat in here. You saw an F-4, you saw a blackbird? Yeah. Yeah, this airport, or this air museum, not airport, is a really cool museum. Like, yeah, like there's the F-4 Phantom. I would have taken a photo of every single plane there, but I would have been there for decades. Here's an F-15, another Phantom. Yeah, here's the aardvark. Yeah, I gotta see an F-111 aardvark at this museum. which was really cool to see, because this is kind of my favorite plane. So yeah, it was funny because I took my mom here as well, and it was the funniest thing because like usually she's like the energetic one, but at this museum, like she literally could not keep up with me at this museum. Which is funny because it's usually the other way around, but there was just so many things that I recognized. Actually, here's what's for the museum I went to. Oh, nice. Let me check the chat. That link may be blocked, but you can try to send the link, yeah. So yeah, so it's the TWA plane. Yeah, they actually had, yeah, they had one of the Air Force One planes. And when Kennedy was there, they had a 787, which is huge. They had a Guppy, which is huge. Yeah, it was right next to an air base, too. So you kept seeing these C-130s and A-10s take off. This was a RA-5 Vigilante, which this is my favorite naval plane. So when I saw this, I literally, like, jumped in the air. It appears my thumb has blocked that photo. But here's the A6 Intruders I was talking about. Crusader. Then they had a space section, because it's an air and space museum. So this is an X-15, a rocket plane. This was inside of a space shuttle simulator, which was really cool to see. This was the inside of an Apollo capsule, so this was the things that they actually fly due to the moon. So the inside of like some helicopters was a model of a Mars lander. And this was like a truck-launched paraglider thing. That was a rocket engine. Even I like this moon rock. Which I remember you used to be able to touch this moon rock, but now you can't. They put it in like this thing now. Which is sad. I found this funny, because this was the evolution of flight, like eating ware. So you have the 60s where it's like really fancy, and then as you get more and more modern, it just literally turns into a paper cup. Which I found funny. But yeah, it was a really cool. That's my mom. We had this photo thing there. The Liberator. Yeah, they had a lot of cool stuff there. This was a B-17 ball turret. That's another photo that, like, this one's weird because it's clear here, but then it got blurry here. Oh, I took a better photo. Yeah, this was a B-24 Liberator. They had this one weird plane that had like a bunch of bullet holes in it, like it was shot at war or something. That was a weird plane. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things there. Yeah, I think being a vulture would be really scary. Because I think that ball turret I showed, I don't think that was the B-17. I think... Oh, that's right, yeah, I was able to stick my head in one of the landing gears once. These were the different bombers. Where's our top descent? Okay, we're getting close to descending. So I'm going to try to rush through this a bit quicker. This was a gear bay. These were different bombers, which were huge. They're actually really cool to see. This was actually like a panorama I made under a B-52. It was really cool to see. This is one of my favorite bombers, right next to the aardvark. So I actually just put my camera on the floor. You can see how big this plane is. And yeah, here's all the helicopters. But yeah, it was a really cool museum. Okay, I think we're getting to the... Yes, here's the B-17. Now, my camera actually started to die here. But if you see this ladders and stuff, you can actually stick your head into the thing. You couldn't climb into it, but you could stick like your camera in there and stuff. So I actually got some really cool interior shots of this plane. Okay, like here's the tail gunners. I guess the photos end there, because that's me buying a bull frame with lizards, but... Yeah, this was the inside of a ball turret. Yeah. That's when my phone died. Because yeah, that was the next day. When I was buying new bull frame lizards. Yeah. That was a really cool museum. I want to go to this museum, yeah. Oh yeah, the plane's doing great, Wolfie. We're going to be descending in about 2 minutes. So, we're getting there. Yeah, we're currently over in Nicaragua. Which is a really scary name to say as a streamer. Okay, so it appears our descent into Tegucigalpa is going to be a little bit strange. And this is what it was when I rehearsed it too. We're going to fly a loop and then fly in. It's going to be interesting, but yeah. Yeah, as I said, it's a really cool museum they have there. Anyways, we're going to be dialing in our descent altitude. And the cool thing with this plane is once we reach our descent, unlike an Airbus plane, where you would have to tell it to descend, it'll just descend on its own. So I will be right back, and this plane should descend on its own. So I'll be right back. This should just descend on its own. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'm back. Got back right as the plane started to descend here. Or before we even descended, so I don't know why I was worried. Oh really, you were able to go inside a plane? Interesting. I know at that Pima Air and Space Museum I went to. I'll have to figure out a way to like share my screen on my phone. Because the rest of the photos I have are from my mom's phone, so they're only downloaded on my phone specifically. But you were able to like get into this one cargo plane, like this World War II cargo plane that you could hop into. It was really cool. So starting our descent here. I can start seeing the autopilot, or auto throttle, start throttling the airplane back as we start slowing down here. Again, I love the beautiful reflections this thin layer has. Back there already. Gonna be interesting landing. Back. That's nice. Now we're currently descending. I just realized I never took the seatbelt sign off. Yeah, let's put that to auto. I don't know. I like to keep it on because I don't know how the seatbelt like auto system works. As our cabin altitude, you can see that we were just barely in the red zone. This is how I calibrated this. So nice. In fact, a kind of scary thing is that I can manually control the pressurization. So for any reason, I could just completely depressurize the entire plane, which I don't know if you should really give a pilot that kind of power, but something you can do. So it says we're descending. Now, vertical deviation is just how like off we are on the descent path, which is very low. You can see the triangle right there is just like a little bit above where we should be. So we're just like slightly higher than we need to be. It's not too bad of a deviation. We can actually start forecasting our descent winds, which will actually kind of help the autopilot understand what we're flying into. Never mind, I guess that did nothing. Or did it? It's frozen right now, so. Oh, forecast. Link ready? Load. Press link. It's cute. There we go. Okay. So now the autopilot is a bit more informed on how we're descending. So we're not running into too bad, or it's gonna be pretty windy when we actually land at Tegucigalpa. Why is our route just getting... It's fine. I'm sure at that point we'll probably just manually fly it in, so I'm not gonna fix that. I think we're gonna descend, yeah. That's the autopilot's correcting, okay. I don't know why we're so high up. Let's see if I can actually get... There we go. Okay, it's not too windy at Tegucigalpa. So, I was a little bit worried because we had about 10 knot winds, which is kind of windy, but 2 knots is a lot better. What I am kind of concerned about though is saying that the wind is varied. That's what VRB means, variable bearing. Or varied radial bearing, maybe? I don't know. Which is kind of scary, because that means that we can run into wind shear. Which pretty much wind shear is that you have... Let's say that you... Hold on here. So let's say that, you know, you're landing, right? And you have the wind blowing this way. Since the wind is blowing this way, it's actually going to keeping your plane up more than if there was no wind. So you have your plane kind of like floating on the wind at this point. Then out of nowhere, the wind just like shifts the other way, for example, which is usually very abrupt. And since you're losing all the wind from the other direction, this pretty much means that you would start falling out of the sky if you don't actually like correct it. So wind shear is a little bit scary. But thankfully our plane, the 737, it actually has a thing where it will warn us about wind shear. So as long as we don't hear it mention wind shear, we should be fine, hopefully. Hopefully. There we go. Got this thing had a drone. How do I use it though? Oh, the drone doesn't work. Oh. Never mind then. I thought I was gonna get like a cool camera shot with that, but Maybe it's the speed. No? Yeah, no, it's just broken. Oh, they have their own camera views though. It's kind of nice. Very good. Well, thank you. I'll try to keep these somewhat entertaining. I cannot find the player inside of. Well, I'm sure it was probably pretty cool. Either way. Yeah. I see, this is a different... So over here is different light tests. Just funny, because yeah, we have this one. So if I put this in a test, this completely, like, lights up all the lights to make sure they're working. I actually dim them too. Something we should really be doing is actually dimming our, Oh, it's upper, not upper. We should be trying to dim our monitors so we can see a bit better. Yeah. And again, I hate this text menu stuff because it makes it so hard to read. Yeah, we should be doing that so we can kind of see the screens a bit better. Well, their lights just aren't here to be. Oh, that's because their lights are different. I see. There we go. It darkened the screens a bit. I think I made it a bit easier to read. Besides some stuff. Yeah, that's why I want to go to... Because there's this one museum. I don't remember where it is. I'm looking. That's right, it's in Oregon. It's this museum in Oregon called the Evergreen Museum. It's really cool because they actually have like one of the largest planes by wingspan there, or at least what used to be one of the largest planes by wingspan. And you can actually like enter the plane and see it and stuff. Yeah, this is like a really cool museum. And this is one that I want to go to. Cause yeah, you can actually see like the Blackbird engines and stuff. Yeah. Well, that'd be a cool museum to see. Yeah. Stop looking for that. Yeah. That's right if you can't find it, but that's pretty cool. In fact, I don't know if you can do it anymore. But oh, I just realized I had this. I didn't even show photos of it. Let me bring it up again. I have this in game capture mode right now, not display capture mode. This is the museum I'm talking about. It's a pretty cool looking museum. This was the plan I was talking about. That you can actually like go into and stuff. Which I think it's called the Hughes Hercules, I think. Yeah, this is a pretty cool museum. I'm gonna forget museum after this. While we're looking at this stuff, oh, that other museum called the Queensland Air Museum. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, this must have been the website you were talking about. I see. Interesting. Oh wow. Oh, holy moly. Oh wow. I was not prepared for a directory. Holy moly. Oh, that is insane. Interesting. Huh. Oh, yeah, that... That's pretty cool. Oh wow, they have a DC-6. I look at that. Interesting. Oh my goodness, I have an entire log of the thing. Wow. That's really thorough. I know. I actually have the PMDG DC-6. Oh, they have a Heyo? Ah. Interesting. I just realized the plane is reminding me. Do you see that yellow right there? That's the plane going, hey, you need to set your barometer. It's actually 30. We're good. Secret boat's about to die. Oh, really? Some old Qantas stair carts. Interesting. Yeah, let's see if I can. Urgh. Yeah. I hate. This thing is so awkward to move around. Okay, there we go. If I look back into my old screenshots, I don't really have too many photos of me flying this thing. Yeah. The only photo I have of me flying this thing in my Flight Simulator is when I did a multiplayer flight with a friend. But I have this plane as well. So maybe it'd be cool to do a stream in that, because that's like a really old, like, prop liner. Yeah, anyways, I was trying to say, earlier, I just keep going on so many sidetracks. And a really cool thing is if you look at the, National Space Museum? Yeah, in Washington, D.C. Yeah. So if you look on this on the Google Earth, I think it even works with Google Earth VR as well. If you like look at the main building here, and then you just drop this in. Yeah. They have this whole 360 tour of their museum that they actually record after hours. So this is like really cool. I've actually done this entire like virtual tour in VR before, and it was really cool. I still think it'd be cool to actually be there, but yeah. This is kind of like the best you can get if you can't like go all the way to Washington DC, but yeah. That's another cool thing as well. Oh, that's my Steam library. Anyways. I just looked at our route there. Yeah, we're gonna have to tell those things to connect, so. Oh, I know what life needs to stay. There we go, okay. We need to fix something here. Oh, okay, hold on. I need to bring the speed brakes out first. There you go. There you go, plane. Okay. TG. Execute. Okay. And that should fix that. Yep. So we're going to be flying like a racetrack once we start approaching this airport here. You can see it right there, actually. There's our airport. Back. Try that in VR. Yeah. Yeah, I know you can enter it with Google Earth VR. I haven't used it in a while, but last time I used it in Google Earth VR, it had it all there. Watching on the TV. That's nice. Yeah, I completely forgot that YouTube had a TV thing. To be honest.
Going to 119er decimal 1 Coma Airline 738. Toncontin approach Coma Airline 738.
Oh man. I'm trying to stop doing that. And I keep bumping into it because the way this setup is. I really just need to, like, put the cup over here. There we go. Problem solved. Now I don't have to reach over this whole microphone arm to actually reach the microphone. To reach my water bottle. Anyways. As you can see here, this is the racetrack we'll be flying. So we're just going to be turning in here. And then as soon as we start turning into this main racetrack here, around TG12, I'm going to take manual control of the aircraft, and I'm actually going to fly a wider circuit out to the airport, and then we're going to be manually touching down at this airport. This airport is pretty small, so we're going to do about auto brake. No, also auto brake 3. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be tricky. You can see that we're flying directly over the runway that we're landing at right now. So that is our runway that we're landing at, and we're gonna be flying this whole racetrack over here and then actually landing. It's hard to explain, but you'll see. I'm gonna get our landing lights ready. We don't need taxi light. I'm gonna turn the wing lights. Yeah, so I'm gonna wing lights on. That'll be fine, yeah. Well, we'll have to see. I'm doing this whole arch pattern on Atlanta here as well. So you can see that we're descending right now. We're about to start doing our whole circuit here. And then yeah, once we land, Atlanta should say our landing speed, and then we'll be able to rate it from there. So there's our airport that we're landing at. I don't know why half of it is looking like that, but I'm sure it's just a bug that will fix itself in a second here. Make sure you turn to day to see if it's stuff. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should. Otherwise, I probably could turn these flights into daytime. Well, I'll have to do Louisiana, South Carolina. Yeah. Yeah, you can see our racetrack here that I'm talking about. I'm gonna give this thing full banking authority, because we really need to. And once it starts saying decelerate, is when I'll start putting down our landing flaps and stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Flight details, we're going to be calculating our landing here. Port weather. I don't know why it's doing that. Just runway 02. Port weather. Calculate. Okay. So, we're going to be landing at around a speed of 135 knots. Actually, wait, this is with it. No, let's do full flaps. No, somehow gave it more, 136. Got a QNH of 3.03, so we're going to slightly tune our orbiter. Alright. We're starting to slow down here. Flaps 1. This is going to be very sketchy at night. Yeah, we should have plenty of fuel for a go around. Yeah. Right. Flaps 5. Or 2. Flaps 2. Yep, we're down to flaps 2. And then flaps 5. Down to flaps 5. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to call him back in a second here. That was just a phone call. I'll call him back in a second. Flaps 5 or 10? Flaps 10. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a phone call, but it's just my dad, so it's not too urgent. I'll call back in a second here. I'm gonna be landing like any minute now. Flaps 15. Gear coming down. Starting to fly the circuit here. It's 25. Speed intervention. And take control of our speed and dial in our landing speed. Flaps 30. Flaps 40. Tell him I said hi. Whoa, what is our flap? Whoa, hey now. Hey, 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 there is no need for the flaps to go up like that. Yeah, airspeed low because the flaps went up out of nowhere. Okay, that was a bit unexpected. I don't know what happened there, but we're fine again. What is happening? Oh. Intervention. Okay. That was weird. Out of nowhere, our plane just started going, oh, okay, and just... okay. Fine. Fine. I'm gonna arm the speed brake. Alright. At about TG-12, as I said, I'm going to take control of the aircraft. Alright, let's do this.
2500.
Let's do this. I've rehearsed this, so I really hope that... Where's this properly? Our VNAV just disconnected, so I'm actually going to disengage the autopilot. Yep, okay, autopilot off. Alright, here we go.
Caution, terrain.
Okay, so now... Approaching about over there. And I have to stay very vigilant.
Caution, terrain.
The terrain thing is actually normal with approaching this airport. That's kind of why it's very sketchy. What is the auto throttle doing? Speed!
Caution, terrain.
Oh, it's the LNAV. What is about that stuff?
Caution,
Okay.
terrain. Caution, terrain.
A little bit concerned to put the nose up here because of our aircraft. Toga, please, Toga. Yeah, okay, I'm taking control of the throttle. Ooh, okay, alright, alright. I'm moving it back to the autopilot now. That was a little stressful. Actually, let's go. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. The airport is on our right. I don't know where on our right, but it's somewhere on our right apparently. Okay. Feels like I'm a little bit high up, so I'm gonna lower a little bit. Start banking here. I'm gonna make sure that that banking line down there is kind of facing the runway. Some tornado outbreak. I believe there was. I'm gonna stop looking at the chat for a second here as I kind of focus on this landing. Oh, that's the airport. Oh, shoot. I was not prepared for that, actually. So we're going to be putting this into go-around mode. Not entirely sure how I tell it to go around. Oh, we're telling it to go around right now. Gear up. So we're going to attempt to... Yeah, it's because of the landing gear. Well, who cares about following proper procedures when you have a plane that yells at you the whole time? It's down now. You can stop whining. I said you can stop whining. It's down now. Oh my goodness. Please be quiet. Okay, that made it stop. Oh my goodness. No, stop. I can't believe this stupid plan right now. Okay. We're not gonna have sound for a second. Yeah. I had zero idea what it's crying about right now. We're gonna actually tell it to start throwing back up here. So we're gonna be going around here because I was not prepared for how quickly that airport came up. So right now I'm just manually climbing us out here. Okay, has it stopped crying? Okay, it stopped making that noise. I don't know what was making that noise. That was really loud. But we're fine now. Okay. So going around here. I'm going to put us into heading select mode. And I'm going to dial our heading. Yep, so there we go. So, out in command, altitude hold. Okay. So, yeah, I was not prepared for how quickly that thing came up. Anyways, we're going to, usually at this point, you would have ATC, or air traffic control, guide you back down. But because we don't really have ATC, I mean, we kind of do, but we're just going to start going back ourselves. So we're going to be following this go-around route. And we'll loop back around and try again. Yeah, I would have tried to land it, but we were too high up. I kind of lost it last second there. Again, this airport is a very tricky airport to land at. Same monster, but that doesn't. So, the way I'm going to guide us back on track here is I'm going to, I'm just going to kind of eyeball it using my little flight planning thing here. Garmin 280. I can also eyeball it here too. Yeah. I keep in banking. There we go. Yeah, anyway. As I was trying to say, I could have landed there, but that would have looked really bad and unprofessional. So, that's why I didn't. Anyways, kind of placing us back on track so we can move route. Yeah, I know. I'm going to reset up our arrival. So RNAV. Yep. Oh goodness, yeah, the plane really did just think we... Oh my goodness. Okay. LNAV. LNAV. Oh, okay, we need to intercept it first. Oh, VNAV. Okay, it's doing VNAV. Which is good. Should have us start descending again. I don't really know how to go around. I've never really bothered to learn it, so... You know what, we don't even need this. No, I just said we don't... Okay. It's fine, we'll start flying back down ourselves. That's why I didn't want to go around. Because I knew I wouldn't know how to set the flight back up. I'll do it again. Not to randomly come up on the airport. Yeah. The thing is, I can do it, I just did it wrong. Okay, no, don't.
Terrain. Caution, terrain.
We need to throttle too. Yeah, I don't know why I chose this flight to be at night, I gotta be honest here. Let's see, we're supposed to kind of be flying our route. Just do full flaps. I can just barely see in front of me. So I'm glad I was able to set up this approach again. Let's try to also kind of... Okay, I see where the airport is. It's right there, I think. Let's try to remember where the airport is so we don't come up on it so quickly. Noises I keep hearing, by the way, is me trimming the plane.
Caution, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
I see.
Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain,
A little bit out of the corridor.
terrain, terrain.
Again, it's a very small
Terrain, terrain.
area you're supposed to fly in.
Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
that's definitely our airport. Yeah, if this terrain radar says anything, this says how small of an area you're supposed to fly this in. So fun to approach. Sort of. I'm sure it's fun when it's daytime. So, yeah, there's our runway right there. Yeah, so as soon as we turn in, we'll have to be able to literally just, like, touch the ground. So I'm gonna start descending a bit more. Just so we're literally, like, ready to touch the ground the second we take this turn. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that is still way too high up. I can't believe it. Okay, we're gonna try to compensate. Really?
Up.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Pull up.
I'm aware.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Sink rate. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Just give me the reversers. Please, we need the reversers. Please, please, man, give me the reversers. Holy moly! Oh! Oh my goodness. I can't get the reversers to come out. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. The reversers didn't come out. I can't get them to come out. I'm trying right now. I'm pressing my joystick button to bring them out, but they're not coming out. I can't believe that. Why? That's how small of a runway this is. Holy moly, man. Why didn't they come out? Reversers. So, you hold it and then... Oh, what in the world, man? What? Who? What? You... Huh? So, you have to hold it and then press the... That is ridiculous. I can't believe that. That is such a ridiculous way of turning that on. It's like a 3-step process. When, like, with every other plane, you just press one button, and it pops out. Oh. That is so strange. Yeah, literally, yeah. I slammed into the ground because of how this thing thrust reverses. That is so dumb. I can't believe that. Oh, and we're about to... I can't believe that. Okay, well yeah, that should illustrate how dangerous this approach is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can see how small this is as well. You know what? I hated how that ended so much. Oh wow. It's like the end of the day. It says, oh wow, you're the first person to arrive at this airport. Okay, you know what? That came out so badly that I think I know it's one of the landing challenges. No, wrong thing. I know it's one of the landing challenges. Yeah. So let's just try to do this at least. Let's just try to do this at least. And then that will be the proper landing for the day. Let's see. I forgot to put the landing gear down. Yeah, no. I came into that thing really quickly. I was not prepared for it. Anyways. Hopefully this will kind of redeem that. We're trying the landing challenge. So, yeah. Landing was all the yeah. That was horrible. I have never seen a landing that was that bad. What? Okay, I don't know what the flight director is telling you to do. We're not gonna follow the flight director. Yeah, that was bad. That was just bad. Flaps down, gear down. So it set me up for landing. It just gave me a really high VREF. That's weird. Anyways. Man, I can't believe that. Like, that is such a... Yeah, like, you can see how low I am to the ground. This is probably still too high up. Like, I'm surprised about how you approach that runway. I am so surprised how that is. Yeah. No, I'm really tired too. As I said, I need to call my dad back, but that was such a bad landing that I want to like actually show a proper landing before I end this stream, so. Yeah. Probably this is an Airbus plane, so like it's trying to... That is so tricky, man. Holy moly. Whoa. I hate Airbus planes, man. Ah. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to do this, I gotta be honest. That is so tricky to do. Like, I can't believe that. And it's even harder with this plane, because this plane doesn't let me, like, throw around a Boeing plane. Like how a Boeing plane would let me throw it around. Okay, well... Gosh, on my own, yeah. Yeah, it's one of the landing challenges, actually. It's under... I think it's under landing challenges... Let's see here. Landing challenges, epic, yeah. Right there, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're ending this like that. I still can't believe that that's how the thrust reversers work. That is ridiculous. Maybe next time I'll do an airport that is not so tricky. Quit creating... Where's the flight simulator? I'm not using the flights anymore. Why are you doing that? Quit creating new flights for me, Atlanta. I literally just brace for... Yeah, it was binded. The way that you activate the thrust reversers is that you hold the thrust reverse button, and then you throttle forward slightly, and then you decrease throttle. Which with the physical throttle, I couldn't do. I'd have to press the decrease throttle keybind. Which is really stupid to do. As I said, it's like a 3-step process when with like any other plane. All I have to do is just press the thrust reverse button and throttle forward. Like, I still can't believe that. Oh, here's the F-111 I was talking about earlier, I think. This was the sim version I have of it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. can't believe that. I cannot believe that. But yeah. Yeah, here's the DC-6 I was talking about. I think it'd be fun to do a stream with that thing. Yeah. And there's also the... Yeah, so here's two 737s I have. I got 700 first and the 800 next. And this is a cool plane to do as well. This is a plane that doesn't even have an autopilot. It's that old. I do have the Antonov 225, and I also have the Phoenix and A320, which is a lot of fun, and I also have the A300 by Mini Builds. Yep. So, anyways, hope you all enjoyed this stream. Chuck, yeah, I can't believe the thing just crashed like that. Like. That literally shows how dangerous that is that, yeah. Because that could happen to any pilot who's trying to land at that. It's that exact problem where it's like, you're like, no way you need to be lower, but then you're too high up, so then you try to correct it. In short, I should have went around again. I should have. But I just really need to call my dad back first of all, but also I also want to end the stream. So anyways. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully next time, whichever ones have happened at that airport. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, usually it's smaller planes that come in. Usually, like I think the largest plane you'd see actually land there is like this. Now that I realize it, for our next flight stream, we should just do like a bush trip or a bush trip in Alaska or something. Like just get like this pontoon plane. And like just do flying or something, that'd be fun, but anyways. Yep, I'm in the stream now. I can't believe the landing came out that horribly, but oh well. Just one overrun. Oh really, just one. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'm sure you probably do, like, at least get more practice on an A320. Oh, I see. Interesting. Sea flight. Oh, interesting. Oh. I see that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that looks horrible. Yeah, usually most flights, mainly most international flights that go into Tegucigalpa use the newer runway now, or the newer airport. Which is probably for the best, to be honest. Like, instead of using, where am I looking? Yeah. Like, instead of using this airport, now they think they land at, like, a different airport nearby or something. But, yeah. Flights. Oh, I see. It was because of that one flight that they started moving it to better airports. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can look at the airport they go to now. The airport they go to nowadays, the international flights, is, yeah, this airport over here instead. Anyways. I want to do a short sea flight. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of maybe doing like a general aviation flight instead of like an airliner flight. Just put one of these around it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. Oh yeah. I forgot it has this, but yep. So thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully our next stream won't have a landing like that. We just ran into a fence. That was not good, but yep. So see you all next time. Yeah. Bye-bye.